Title: Focus and Believe, The Path to Self-Control and Mastery. There is a force that drives every person, a desire deep within, often unnoticed, that whispers in moments of quiet, the need to master oneself. It's not enough to merely exist, to be swept along by the chaos of the world. There is something more. There is the possibility of control, not over others, but over yourself. Control over your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. This is where true power lies. Yet, how many of us truly seek it? How many are willing to step onto the path of discipline, the road of unwavering focus that leads to mastery? The mind, if left unchecked, becomes a prison, trapping us in a cycle of reaction and regret. Anger, fear, sadness, these destructive emotions cloud the mind, pulling us into darkness. And when you allow them to take root, you lose sight of who you are, and more importantly, who you could become. But here's the truth. You do not have to be a slave to these forces. You are not at the mercy of your emotions. The mind can be trained. It can be sharpened like a blade, honed to cut through the noise of the world and focus on what matters. To achieve this, you must start by realizing that self-control is not just an option, it is the only path to true freedom. The struggle for control. We live in a world where emotions are given free rein. We are told to embrace every feeling, to express ourselves without limits, to act on every impulse. But this is the path of chaos. Unchecked emotions destroy. They burn through reason like wildfire, leaving destruction in their wake. Anger leads to regret. Fear paralyzes ambition. Despair steals the will to act. And so, we struggle. We fight against the forces inside us, often feeling like we are losing, like we are prisoners to our impulses. But what if I told you that the struggle is not in vain? That it is, in fact, the most important battle you will ever fight. Every day is an opportunity to confront yourself, to stand at the crossroads of emotion and choice, and to decide, will I be controlled or will I control? The beauty of this battle is that victory is within your reach. You don't need anything external. The power is already within you. It lies in the ability to pause, to reflect, and to act with intention. In that moment, when you choose discipline over indulgence, you begin to reshape your destiny. Overcoming destructive emotions. Destructive emotions, anger, fear, anxiety, are like waves crashing against the shore, relentless and seemingly unstoppable. But just as the ocean can be tamed with enough time and effort, so too can the mind. The key lies in understanding that emotions are not inherently bad. They are simply signals. They tell us that something needs attention, but to react blindly is to give those emotions control. And when you give away control, you give away power. When you feel anger rising, stop and breathe. Feel the heat of it, but do not let it consume you. It is a momentary fire, and like all fires, it will burn out if you do not feed it. When fear grips you, recognize it for what it is, a shadow, a phantom that cannot harm you unless you give it life. To overcome these emotions is not to suppress them, but to see them clearly, to acknowledge their presence, and to let them pass without acting on them. This is the essence of self-control, to stand firm in the storm, to feel the winds of emotion batter you, and to remain unshaken. Each time you succeed in this, you become stronger, you become more resilient, and in time, those destructive emotions will lose their power over you.